All I'm offering is the truth.
Yeah, man.
You know how many people, there was stuff, man, you look at all these 80s comedies, and man, you cringe, man, because anybody black, anybody female, you a joke. You're not even a real human. A lot of stuff I laughed at when I was young, I go, oh, man.
Yeah, so many movies.
Oh.
You're like, they wouldn't even be able to make that now.
So
Tell me what happened with, what's the girl name? Is it the Mexican girl? Tell me.
Oh, with Gina Rodriguez.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Gina had made some comments that black women have felt were anti-black, and she literally was like, well, yeah, but what about Hispanics? And when women were saying things, she would jump in and be like, but what about the Latino community? And black women were like, wait a minute, just let us get our word out. And then she said she had a dark dad, and her father wasn't dark, and he was really like regular, and they felt like she was pandering. And I know Gina. I work with her, and I felt like, wow, I know this girl. We talk about this stuff. She's cool. But I backed her up, and then the black women were like, hell no, don't you do that. And I said, and I realized there I was as a man trying to hold a woman accountable. That wasn't my place. I had to back up. Listen, black women didn't like it. Who am I to say? You know what I mean? I was like, listen, I ain't a black woman, so I had to step back.
So what do you think? Tell me this. This is interesting. We're talking about black women. Do you think that black women think that all black men, or you particularly, should be their shining knight, protecting them? What do they think?
First of all, black women are the ones that back me up.
Yeah,
they're the only ones that back me up. When I told my story, man, Negroes was like, man, get the fuck out of here. You? Look how big you are, man. You should smack his ass, boom, 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 boom. They say, you must be gay. You must have wanted it. This is what D.L. Hughley said. D.L. Hughley was like, well, look, man, God gave you muscles so you can say no. And I was like, wait. But black women was like, nah, nigga, no. Because I know because the rapist in your neighborhood. You know the molester in your neighborhood. Look, I remember being in school, and I was 13, and there was grown-ass men at the school. And they was like, they was only my classmates. And I said, hey, man, ain't you 35? And they were like, hey, man, hey, what's up with that little girl, man?
I just know if you're a big black motherfucker and you start putting your hands on these motherfucking white people in Hollywood, it's gonna get tricky.
Oh,
okay?
More than tricky.
It's gonna get really tricky. It's gonna get really, really tricky.
But
man.
But black women, however, but see, this is the thing too. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna keep saying it. Hey, man, I could talk about my community because I'm a black man.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna talk about what I seen. But we good at rapping. We're excellent rappers. Oh, we can rap at somebody under the table. But action is a different deal. And what black women have been demanding from black men forever is action. Hey, man, I remember waiting on my grandfather, waiting on him. He said he gonna pick me up. He never show up. You understand what I mean? You do that a few times to a black woman, they're like, hey,
these
niggas ain't doing nothing.
Go ahead, Evan.
What do you think about the Kaepernick deal?
Oh, first of all, now let's go back to the NFL. The NFL wanted me. They actually, the commissioner invited me to be a part of some domestic violence council, sexual assault thing, and I wouldn't go because I knew they wanted it to be a press conference. And I said, so y'all want to use me as, oh, wow, look, Terry Crews is here.
Ex-NFLer.
We're doing something about it. And I was like, but y'all still. I said, every day Kaepernick does not play delegitimizes the league. You can't tell me he's not in the top 30 quarterbacks in the world.
Like, what a joke.
It's, how are you ignoring this? How can you even feel? And listen, you know what it's like? Hey, look, the Academy Awards are coming up. It's like having the best movie out there, or at least let's say one of the tops, and we totally ignoring it. And everybody just says, oh, no, there ain't no Black Panther. What Black Panther movie? I've never heard of Black Panther. You understand what I'm saying? And that kind of stuff.
How does it feel when you had all those awards and stuff, those Oscar awards? Oh, dude. Listen, I used to be, listen to this shit, man. This is what I say. I used to go to those awards before I fucking, act like a fucking animal, hitting on people and shit. I used to go to, this was the fucking best times of my life. Going to seeing all your friends and stuff. Yeah. Hanging out with your friends.
Good parties. No, it feels like
great parties going back with your friends.
No, it feels like a reunion.
Work and stuff, and we all know each other.
It feels like a reunion.
Yeah. Don't you think in the NFL the players need to fucking start standing up for themselves, and that's the only way they're gonna have any kind of shift?
You know,
in power.
they're making Kaepernick the example. It's almost like Me Too. I would never tell a woman that you have to go public. Like, you don't pressure people into like, nah, look, tell your story.
Yeah.
Stand out. Like even when people during this whole thing, I didn't go at any actors in Hollywood for not doing whatever. I understand what the controversy is. They're like, okay, it's disrespectful to kneel during the national anthem or whatever because they feel like it's disrespectful. I don't agree, but this is the point. That's the point everybody's making. But why are you selling beer during the national anthem? Why are the concessions still open during the national anthem? Why can't I go walk over and buy a flag and go buy a T-shirt during the national anthem? All employees of the NFL have to stop and stand during the national anthem. I had a lawyer tell me, he was like, damn, I never thought about it like that. That's like having a building where only the second floor has to stand for the national anthem and everybody else can continue working. Not right, dude. Because what happens is you look like you're just pinpointing these guys. And let me tell you, they want to play. They want to play the game. Ain't nothing wrong with the game. Nothing wrong with football. But all the attitudes that come around it, it's garbage, man. Garbage.
Yeah.
I was acting like I was on drugs, never getting high. I was drinking though, but the shit I was doing is stupid. Some motherfuckers looking at me weird. What the fuck happened?
You gotta know. I remember, Mike.
Yeah.
I remember. I didn't go up to you, but this is back in '91. I was a rookie.
Wow.
Rookie in the Rams.
Yeah.
You was here. You was. I
went
remember
to see
the
Ty Light,
club was.
Ty Light. You played with Ty Light?
Yeah, I played with Ty.
Yeah, I went came to see Ty Light
at the Palladium.
Yeah.
You came to practice. I remember you came to Ram Park. The whole thing. Everybody was flipping. I was in awe.
That's
I was
so cool,
like, that's
man.
Mike Tyson.
Hell
You see,
yeah.
but you gotta understand.